Hi guys! Okay, so as you can see from the title of this video, these are my regional convention outfits for the Imitate Jesus conventions of 2015. The theme that I was inspired by this year, because I always do a theme. So 2 years ago I did an ethnic inspired. Last year I did 50s inspired. This year I'm going to be Edwardian inspired outfits. I've chosen 4 patterns that I bought from either Etsy or eBay. Yeah, they're all old vintage patterns. And all of the outfits are going to be either off-white, beige, ivory colored. That's really reminiscent of that time period. I really originally wanted to go with blush colored fabrics, but I could never find any in my area. And I'm kind of leery about shopping for fabric online because I really want to feel it, make sure that it's being cut properly, make sure it doesn't have any stains or anything on it. So I didn't buy any fabric online. I bought everything locally from either Hancock Fabrics, Joann Fabrics, or Hobby Lobby. So let's get to it. The first pattern that I'm going to be showing you is the Simplicity 9585, and it's actually in a plastic sleeve. And it is a basic dress that is going to be overlaid with mesh. Now I really like what she has on there, but I don't really wear the color black. It does have some pleating and pin tucks in it as well. When I make it, it is not going to have sleeves because it is going to be July when I go, and it's already hot as it is, so I'm not going to make things any hotter. The length of this dress I'm going to keep. And the fabric that I selected for that, this is going to be the underdress, and all it is nude performance swimwear lining. And this is going to be the mesh overlay, and this is also out of the performance fabrics and swimwear section from Joann's. So as you can see, it's mesh. There you go. Now you can see it. Now to embellish that, what I bought is these gorgeous buttons from Hobby Lobby, and I highly suggest that if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, the next time that they have a sale on their Sewology notions, that you go and grab their buttons. They have amazing selection of buttons. So I got these, and they're in this AB iridescent. Sorry my lighting is not good, guys. I'm still trying to figure that out, what I want to do. So there's these iridescent AB buttons that I got to go on the back of the dress. To create that look, that's actually the most inexpensive look of the 3. To create that look cost me about $43. The most inexpensive. Can you imagine where it's going to go from here? Also, I've got the 5362 Simplicity pattern. And this is one of those gun sacks patterns. I love their patterns. They're so whimsical and like peasant dresses, and just so girly. So I'm going to do this look here. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to do sleeves, long sleeves or short sleeves as of yet. Because if I do a short sleeve, it'll look like that. But I don't want it to be too blooming. I'm not going to do any ruffling or anything like that. That's a little bit too costumey for me. But I've got lots and lots of cute stuff for that. Now here is the main fabric. This I got from Joann's. It's a gorgeous lace embroidered fabric. As you can see through it, right? So what I chose to line it with is a Kona cotton in my skin tone, which didn't cost me very much. And I've got plenty of embellishments for it in the way of ribbon and gimp and lace and stuff. That one is going to be awesome to make. It's also going to be the hardest, which means I probably need to get started on that one first. To create that look, sorry guys, I don't want to get anything on that. That stuff was expensive. That fabric, the lace embroidered fabric, was $60. 5 yards are for $60. So to create that look, I'm looking at about $88. That one was expensive. And that is not including the shoes. That's not including the shoes that I got. So that needs to go za. And for the final look, this is actually not going to be a dress. It's going to be an outfit. Top and bottom separates. So this is the top. And I've actually created this top before. This pattern I've had since I first started sewing back in 2010. I'll actually insert a picture of the shirt that I originally made from this pattern 5 years ago. The fabrics that I chose for this outfit are this white and ivory linen. This is the white one. This is the ivory. And the sleeves I'm going to make out of this awesome wired tulle. And I also have some embellishments for that. And also some really, really cool buttons from the Sewology collection from Hobby Lobby to adorn the top. Of course, I'll include pictures so you can see it better. Now, I had made some sketches originally months ago, back in the winter time, of what I wanted to look for when I was looking for a pattern. So here are some of the sketches. On the back of some old Spanish homework. As usual, y'all know how I do. So I came pretty close on this one with the mesh dress. And this one inspired the two-piece outfit that I'll be making, and this one inspired the peasant dress. Now this one is a little bit more streamlined with princess cut, but I like what I found better. Oh, to create the two-piece outfit, the separates outfit, cost me about $55 to create that one. And I'm also having my mom make me some necklaces and bracelets and things such as that. Now, my convention is in 3 weeks. I should have got started on this a long time ago, but the reason that I didn't get started was I got me a serger. Yay! I have been wanting to get a serger for a few years now, and they're expensive. I have a Brother sewing machine. My tablet is actually sitting on top of my sewing machine, so I can film this for you right now. I wanted to keep in the same family. I am very, very I'm very stuck on staying in a family of things that work. My television is a Samsung, my tablet is a Samsung, my phone is a Samsung. I've had other Samsung products, so I just stick with them because I know that they work and they have a common thread as far as operating them. Well, with the Brother machines, I did a lot of research. A lot of people were happy with the Brother machine, and it was relatively inexpensive compared to many other sergers that were available out there. Especially the name brand ones. I won't name them because I don't know about them, but I wanted to stay in the same family because I know that there will be a common thread when I'm using them together. Because they'll both be set up on my dining room table while I'm sewing. Because I'll need both of them to complete my sewing projects. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this. I've had a couple of my subbies tell me that they want to see more sewing videos. And I hope to be fulfilling that. I don't know how many more hair videos I'm going to be doing. As far as like length checkups and stuff like that. Natural styles, yes, I'll be doing more with natural styles. I need to get started. I need to go cut out all this fabric. It's a lot to do. And bust it out and get it done. Alright, well, I will see you guys in a few seconds with the outfits and stuff. Excited! Alright, so the things that I changed for this dress were, on the initial pattern, all these right here are actually done with lace ruffle. I chose to make it all pin tuck because I wanted the fabric to be the exact same throughout the whole front of the dress. I didn't want anything to be different. So I actually cut 2 of the bodice front and I pin tucked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pin tucks here. And then I cut out that section from that first bodice. And then I actually stitched it with this stitch here and this stitch here with my serger and attached it to the second bodice front to give it this uniform appearance. Also, as I told you guys before, no sleeves. So that was serged as well on the outside. The hem to both the lining material and the outside was serged. And I also pin tucked around the neckline. For the back of the dress, the only thing that I really changed is these iridescent AB buttons that are here are actually attached with snaps. Because the mesh material is very, very delicate, I decided not to make these buttons that had to be attached to the buttonholes because I knew that it would probably tear the material. So instead, I just sewed right behind where the button was placed a snap. So that's how I altered that dress to my specifications. So how did I change this outfit? Well, as far as the shirt pattern, I didn't change too much at all. Only a few things that I did change. I believe it called for 7 buttons here on the front because I knew part of the shirt was going to be tucked in, and the pattern that I originally cut 5 years ago was actually for someone who is much smaller the size that I am, and I've expanded it in the bust and in my shoulder size. I took and made less buttons on the front so that I wouldn't have them all tucked away inside my skirt. So there's actually there's only 2 closing buttons, this one here and this one here. These 2 are just for decoration and these 2 are just for decoration. But what was going to happen was, excuse me, with the 2 closing buttons being below the bust I was going to have a lot of shirt open. So, that being said, that's the only thing I changed on the shirt pattern. What I did is I had a sheer camisole from Forever 21 that I had purchased, and I just took some of the lace that was attached to the shirt along the bodice front, and I attached it right up here at the top neckline so that it would have a seamless appearance, and there also would be modesty in the bust area. Another thing, I had chosen a vintage pattern from Advance to make the skirt out of. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make that skirt. There was a lot of lingo that I didn't understand that obviously is outdated. They're no longer used for pattern pieces. So I just changed the skirt to a more simple option because I didn't have enough time to go back and try and fix what was already wrong with the skirt, because I was almost 95% done with that skirt before I realized I have no clue what I was doing. So I just made this simple 4-piece pattern skirt, and on the bottom I attached lace that was also for this top. So that's how I altered that outfit to fit my body specifications. So how did I alter this one? Well, not a lot actually. The only thing that I altered for this dress was the sleeves. Now the sleeve was actually called for to be short or extremely long. They may have had a mid-size sleeve in there, but what I did is I made the cuff longer and I made the sleeve a mid-size sleeve. And again, it doesn't have any lining in it, so it was just my arm underneath showing. But that's it. I didn't really alter too much on this dress. That's it. The one thing that I would say I did have a problem area with, when I attached the bodice to the skirt, the serger wasn't able to catch everything through the quadruple thickness of the fabric. Because again, I had this thickness, this is a single one, then the lining, that makes it double thickness. Then on the bodice part, I had the lace, and then underneath that lining. So that's 4 thicknesses of fabric that needed to catch through, and the serger wasn't able to always catch all 4. So I had to go back with my regular sewing machine and sew some of the places where it was open where the serger didn't catch. So from now on, if I'm going to do a dress that has a heavy skirt attached to a bodice, I'll probably just use my sewing machine instead of using the serger, because the serger can be unreliable. Now, one thing I will say is that I use a 3-stitch on my serger with the right needle. I probably should have used a 3-stitch with the left side needle, and that would have gave it more room to catch on. But just for me in the future, just to be safe, I think I would prefer to just attach the bodice and the skirt for heavy material such as this with my sewing machine instead of the serger. Now, if it's a knit material where it's just going through a double thickness, I think I'll be fine. Now, out of all the outfits, I'm sure you guys can guess which one got the most compliments. This girl. I had a lot of little girls come up to me and ask if I was a princess. And a lot of girls just said, "You look like a princess." And there were a lot of moms who came up to me and stopped me and said, "You know, this dress is gorgeous, it's beautiful." And then I had a few people ask me, "Is there anything underneath of that dress?" Yes, there is lining underneath this dress. I just chose it to be the same color as my skin tone, because I don't want to wear beige colored lining for my skin tone and call it nude. It's not nude. It's not for me. But yeah, this dress, a lot of people really liked. They liked the other two too. The mesh dress that was sleeveless, I got a lot of compliments on that one as well. And the embellishments with the lace and ribbon on just the top of the second outfit for Saturday, a lot of people liked that. They were pretty surprised that I was able to do all that work. So I really enjoyed wearing these outfits, especially this one. I felt really glamorous in it, and even though I didn't want to be very costumey with it, this is probably the most costumey out of all of them. But I felt most at home in this one. And it was just, you know, it made me feel like I was floating as I was walking, and it just made me feel really glamorous, especially with all the formal jewelry that I wore and the updo that I had. So I really enjoyed making outfits that had a common thread among them, that had a theme, the Edwardian theme. I have no idea what I'm going to do for next year, but at least I got a whole 12 months to think about it. That's the good part. But thank you for viewing, and I'll see you later.